And as you come down into Shavasana, you just start to take the breath in through the nose, maybe back out through the nose if you can. With just that big full belly breath. And you try to land right here in this moment on your mat. We're going to begin with a little wiggle of the fingers and the toes. So you're just starting to move fingers and toes around. Make the connection, feel the small joints. Maybe squeeze your hands into fists and then squeeze your feet as much as you can. Curl your toes in, contract your feet, and spread your hands and spread your toes apart. And then do it again. We're going to contract. And a big splay. You're going to take your thumbs across your palms. The fingers go over the thumbs. You start to circle your wrists. Pick your legs up and then big ankle circles here. And as you're just looking up towards your feet, you're noticing the ankles and noticing if they look like they have the same range of motion. And whatever direction you're circling, change that direction. Try to engage muscles in the feet as you circle all the way around. Okay, let's move this into the hips. So we put the feet flat, the knees are bent. The feet are real far apart from each other as you start to sway your legs. It's the windshield wiper action through the legs. And then if it's okay in your shoulders, open the arms to 90-90 position. Tuck your chin in like you're reaching the back of the neck into the floor. Wiggle your feet so wide apart that they start coming off the sides of your mat. With your arms at goalpost or 90 degrees at the elbows, are the wrists able to touch the floor? Notice what's going on through the back of the hands and the wrists. Okay, and then we're going to put the soles of the feet together. Let the knees fall open and take both arms straight over your head and just try to reach the arms overhead, pushing the arms into the floor. Draw the ribs in. Tuck the chin in, and if you tighten into your glutes, you're going to feel a big deep stretch through the groin. Okay, reach for your knees, give yourself a hug. Let's squeeze the thighs into the stomach. You'll find a little stretch through the lower back. We can rock from side to side here. Good, you kick your legs up to the ceiling. I want you to see if you can kick both legs straight and pull your toes down towards your face. And then bend your knees. Let's repeat a few of these. So we bend, we kick straight, and we're trying to pull these toes down towards us. Repeat 3 more. Bending and straightening both legs. Squeeze your thighs. This should feel real strong through the legs. Good. One more time. Big kick up, toes down, big squeeze in the quads. And then bend your knees at 90-degree angles. Knees are pushing together and my knees are stacked right over my hips. I want you to keep your hands on your hips like this. I've got both hands on my hips. Now internally rotate the hip and allow your shins to kick outward, but your knees are touching together still. Repeat these with me. I'll bring my feet back to touch and then I'll kick my shins outward and back. And with my hands on my hips, I can feel muscles in my hips engaging here to internally rotate. We're at 4. Move slow. When you kick those shins open, hold there for a second. 5. We have 5 to go. 6. Keep your ankles flexed. 7. Try to keep your hips running parallel to the floor. 8. 9. One more. 10. Now with the legs stuck together, press your hands into the floor, the arms are at the sides. Tip your legs to one side. You feel a little bit of a twist through the waist. And now tip your legs to the other side. And we'll just slowly tip from side to side. This does not need to be a big, huge, deep twist. This is a little hip tip from side to side, just like so. 6, we will do 10. 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, one more move. Hands at the back of the head, lightly support your head, lift your head up, engage your core, extend your left leg and lower, lightly tap left heel to the floor, pull back. Let's do 10 here. So we're waking up the abs a little bit, thinking about the belly. 3, breathe, 4, light support on the back of the head. 5, 6. If that's a big drop for the leg, maybe you just drop your leg part way down. Always listen to your body. We have 2 more. And 10. Okay, head comes back down. Let's lift a bridge. As we lift a bridge, we'll tuck our shoulder blades tight under the back, push into the backs of the arms that are at the side of your body, and then get your bum up as high as you can in your bridge pose. Notice if your feet are a good hip width apart, and are your feet straight and pointing forward. Let's keep them straight here. You're going to tuck your bum under, squeeze your glutes, connect to these big muscles, lift your hips as high as you can, and then just push your knees out real wide. Try to squeeze your bum more, and then bring your knees in back in line with the ankle, and repeat a few of these with me. When your knees drive wide, can you contract the glutes? Can you connect to your butt? Strong glutes. Open the knees, bring them in. Give me just a few more, just a few more. Okay, and slowly drop that down. We can rock and roll our spine, or you can lie on your side to sit up. If rocking and rolling feels nice, hold behind your knees and rock. And then swing it around, let's come to table. As soon as you're in tabletop, you're gonna cat-cow your spine, so you'll round and arch. Spread your fingers, knees are under the hips. Take an inhale, lift your tail, lift your head. Take an exhale, round it out. Tuck the chin, tuck the tail. Move with the breath. Maybe close the eyes and just connect your breath to your movement. Okay, we are going to take the left hand to the back of the head. This is tricky. We're going to try to rotate here. So with your left hand directly on the back of the head, can you tap your left elbow to your right forearm? And then on the inhale, twist and look up towards the ceiling. So I'm rotating open, turning, and trying to look to the ceiling. Left elbow up, exhale, left elbow down, tap the right arm. Do that a few more times with me. Big inhale, rotate open. Big exhale down. Good. Let's do one more. Hold that opener. And then take the left hand down. That can feel pretty locked up in there. Let's try it on the right side. So the hand is truly on the back of your head. The right elbow touches left forearm, and on the inhale, you're gonna open. You're gonna turn, look upwards, hold. Nice big exhale, come on down. 3 more, go slow with them. Big inhale, big exhale. And one side might feel like it opens up a little more than the other. And we have one more, nice big breath. And a big exhale down. Okay, let's check our stability on all fours. We'll go left leg extended, straight back strong, right arm reaching out in front. The slow tap to the knee, so the hand to the knee under the body here, and a nice big breath extend. Let's do a few like this, where we're opposite knee to hand. Your eyes are locked, you're breathing. If it's very easy, then you will follow along with what you know I'm about to do now. If it's easy, put your right hand down, and now I want to see left arm, left leg extending and coming together. But if it wasn't easy, stick with what we were doing, okay? Eyes are locking, helping to stabilize you. Give me one more extension wherever you are. Take the hand down, keep the leg up. Can you swing your left leg to the side of the body without lowering it? That is the question. And then send it back. And then try again. So look over your left shoulder. Can I bring the leg out without lowering? Boom, send it back. And then one more time. It's coming to the side, then it's coming down. And we are coming up into gate pose. This guy. Legs out straight, foot's flat, toes are forward, hands on your hips. Interlace the hands, press out those palms, take a big reach, look up and breathe. Bring your hands to the back of your head, take an exhale and tip over this left leg. Nice stretch there. Good, and then come up tall with your torso. Change your leg to lunging at the side, so my knee is stacked over my ankle, and I'm gonna lean forward here, lunge forward, and just see if I can keep my heel down while getting my knee in line with or over toes. And then come in and out of that ankle mobility. That side lunge. And if your knee's sensitive, maybe you don't want to push it all the way forward. Maybe you just want to play with a little range, okay? We can stay lateral, or we can move on this diagonal line, lean in, and come back to lateral, lean in. So if you want to, lean in more and change from diagonal to lateral for the hip. All right, and now take that leg in. Let's do all of that on the other side. Our right leg kicks back. Our left arm shoots forward. Lock your gaze. Let's tap hand to knee. Let's do a few extensions here. All the way up. Exhale down. All the way up. Noticing how you feel. If you're very, very stable, maybe you want to now put your left hand down, reach the right one, and play with just the right arm and the right leg. But maybe not. Listen to your body. Okay, and wherever you are here, you take that last extension. Now our hand comes down. Now can you swing your right leg to the side of the body, look over your shoulder, don't lose height on the lift, swing it back. Do that 2 more times. Look over your shoulder, you can do this. It's hard, but you can do this. Swing to the side, put the foot down for gate pose. Come on up to kneeling. With your hands on your hip bones, tuck your butt under, squeeze your glutes, it's legs out straight. Interlace your hands, maybe roll your wrists a little. Let's press palms forward, all the way up, look up, nice big breath. Hands to the back of the head, tip over this right leg, get a side stretch. And breathe. Okay, let's change to lunging. So now the foot's gonna turn away from you, your ankle's under your knee. You lunge to the side. What's that ankle doing? Move in and out, your own range of motion. Notice if the knee's in line with the toes or over. Keep your heel down. If you want to switch between this diagonal lunge and maybe sink in deeper and go back and forth, please do. Get knees, hips all warmed up here. And ankles. Okay, tuck the leg in. Nice job, everybody. Before we hit our downward dog, externally rotate hands, arms, send the fingers back. Take that wrist stretch. And at the same time, let's curl our toes under and we'll sort of rock forward and back here. Got those toes curled under. Feel your feet, feel your wrists. This can be pretty sensitive in the hands. Move with it gently. Okay, and then either sitting back on your heels or on the tops of your feet, give your hands a little shake out. And let's lift into downward dog. Spread the fingers, hands are shoulder width apart, hips go high. Look through your feet, let's pedal this out, let's move this out. And in your downward dog, to take pressure off of your wrists and your upper body, bend your knees more and bring your tummy back towards your thighs more. You're looking through the feet, you're pedaling your feet like you're kneading your mat. You're mobilizing into the foot, bending the toes, but also feeling your calves, reaching one heel and then reaching the other heel down. And then we're gonna step our feet wide to the sides of our mat, push both heels down at the same time or reach them down, but lift your butt bones to the ceiling and see if you can feel that high into the backs of the legs, big hammy stretch. Maybe move your hips a little from side to side. And then we start to walk the hands all the way back to the feet here and find a ragdoll at the back of the mat. So bend your knees enough that your belly is resting on your thighs, and then shake your head out and just sway your body here. Try to relax as much as you can. Maybe hold opposite elbows if you want. Okay, we are going to start to roll up, so that ragdoll roll up. Take your time. And then as you come up to stand, big circles through the shoulders. So all the way up. Nice big circles through your shoulders. You got it. And a little walk to the top of the mat. All right, and then as soon as we come, we'll just do those hip rotations. Your ankles are underneath your hips. Your feet are straight ahead. They're not turned out like a duck. They're straight ahead. Hands on the hip bones, and just rotate here from side to side. You're up tall. Posture's up. Chin is up. And as you're rotating, you're rolling on the outer edge of one foot and the inner edge of the other foot. So feel your hips connect to your feet. Hips are moving, arches are moving. Okay, holding yourself center, spread your toes as much as you can, and then I want you to lift onto your toes with your heels off the mat, just maybe an inch. So it's this heel hover position. And with heel hover position, lock your gaze, soften your knees. Knees are a little soft. And then can you bounce your body a little bit? So can you be loose, bouncy, heels are up off of the ground. You got it. And we're gonna try to fatigue some muscles here in the foot and through the ankle. If you've sprained your ankle, this is a great position for tendon health, strength, and endurance. So hold here with me. We're gonna be in a heel hover for about 1 minute. And if you find heel hover difficult on both feet, please stay with this. If you feel like you're up for trying to stay on the right foot in heel hover and lift the left one, then see if there's any balancing in a single leg, right foot, heel hover. And then go to the left one if you did that. So same thing. Now pick up your right, keep your eyes locked. Your heel hovering on the left foot. Move with it. Whatever happens, just move around. Breathe. Back to heel hover both feet. And then lower your heels down. Nice job, everybody. Bring your big toes to touch. We're gonna squat into chair pose. Your knees drive forward. Okay, you feel the stretch at the ankles, and you do your sweep forward with the arms. You're gonna rotate to the left. Your left arm internally rotates and comes behind you. Your right hand comes to the outside of your left knee. You can rotate, look all the way back over the shoulder. If you want a deeper twist, then take your elbows to the outside. So my right elbow is at the outside of my left knee. My hands are together. I'm in a deeper chair twist. Release wherever you are here, reach forward. And then rotate the other way. That right arm's gonna come behind the back. You might take the twist here, or maybe at the elbow if you want a deeper twist. I'll leave that up to you. Hold, breathe, look back. Hopefully you're feeling some heat in your legs. Release, reach forward, stay here. We'll hold a little push in the legs. You can do this. Lift up on those tiptoes. Give me that heel hover in chair. Reach and breathe. Lower heels, tip the body all the way over to fold, and step back to plank. Nice job. We'll lower our knees, lower our chest. Let's grow some cobras here. If you ever do not want to grow cobra, it hurts your back, Stack your hands like this, rest your head, bend your knees and sway your shins. If you love Cobra, let's do a few. So on the in-breath, we come up, and on the exhale, we come down. Close your eyes here. Do whatever feels good in your body. When you're doing Cobra, actively pull your shoulder blades away from your ears. You should feel your back muscles engaged to pull shoulder blades down. You got it. Nice big breath in. Okay, peeling off the mat, send it to a child's pose here. Let's sit on those heels. Again, a big stretch through the arms. Really press your palms down, drop your forehead down. Okay, from your child's pose, let's lift to downward dog. Hips up, look through the feet. Let's draw the heels down. Take a moment and breathe here. Take a nice big inhale, look right up through your thumbs, and then on your exhale, try to move forward and step forward, trying to come behind the hands. When you arrive, inhale to half back position, so let's lift part way up the legs, nice long spine, and then exhale, fold in, tuck your chin, squeeze into your legs, forward fold, and then a big inhale is going to bring it all the way up. Reach up, look up, take a big breath. And exhale, hands come down. Okay, standing on the right foot, splay the right foot. So if you can twist your foot to fan open the toes, let's do that on the right foot. We'll start in tree. We'll take the left foot to either the inner calf or the inner thigh. Up to you. Okay, hips are nice and open here. Maybe tailbone tucks under a little bit. Hands can stay at the chest, or if you want to, send it up. Nice job. So if you know that in your tree you feel very stable, you're here, then I want you to move your head in a few directions. I want you to see if you can turn the gaze upward towards the ceiling. Ooh, and then downwards to the floor. Okay, and then if you're still with me and you want to keep moving your head, you're going to look to the left. And you're going to turn and look to the right. And then put your eyes on straight. You're going to rotate your left knee forward, and we are all going to step our left foot back to a high lunge, landing on the ball of the left foot way back here. Tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your left glute, and take the sweep through the arms. Trying to feel the front of the left hip. This is tight, stay like this. If you want more, grab elbows, opposite elbows, pull those upper arms back, and then move your body from side to side. Open the rib cage, get the chin up. Nice. Okay, straighten your front leg. Your back foot and hip open to the side, but your front foot stayed straight ahead. With your hands on your hips, we're gonna be bending our back leg here, our left leg. I want you to just rest down on that thigh and pull your right toes up to the ceiling. You're trying to feel a big stretch through the hamstring, the inner thigh on that right leg. If you want to twist here, your right hand can reach to a block or to the floor. The left arm's going to go out and up as you rotate here, if you want. And if you took it, undo the twist. Let's come all the way back up. Find warrior two. So start bending your right knee now. Maybe wiggle wider. If your right knee collapses in, press it open and look for the arch at the inside of the right foot. Big toe pushes into the ground. Wrap your left arm internally behind your back. Reverse warrior two, the right arm comes all the way up and back. And then exhale, side angle, your right elbow comes to your thigh. Can you turn your head and look back over this left shoulder? Both hands come to the ground, we're getting into our lizard pose. So as those hands come down, you roll onto the ball of the back foot, wiggle the right foot nice and wide, maybe turn the toes out on an angle. option to rest on a yoga block. So you hang out here. And then that option I gave you earlier was to twist here, but this is where you need to make sure that if you twist, your foot turns to the side of the mat, your right foot, your knee follows it, and then you're coming onto the outer side of your left leg here. It's very deep in the hips, and I would be very careful with your knee if you go for that. Your right knee specifically. Okay, and then whatever position you're in, we are going to be taking our right leg back and meeting up here in a tabletop. And in table, come on down on your tummy. An option to grow some cobras, or stack your hands, rest your head, bend your knees, sway your shins. Okay, or if you want to, give me a few of these. Nice big breath in, nice big breath out. Your choice. Just breathe and move. And the next time that you peel off the mat, send it straight back to your downward dog. Hips up, heels down. Take a pause, take a breath. And take that big inhale, look up through the thumbs, and on the exhale, jump or step forward behind those hands. When you arrive, you'll take that half back, big breath in, long spine. Exhale, fold in, tuck your chin, squeeze to the legs. And the big inhale is going to take you all the way up. You're going to look up, reach up. And exhale, your hands come down. Okay, balancing on your left foot. Twist to splay. Separate those toes. Find your tree. Where do you want your right foot? At the calf or the inner thigh. Draw the tail under. Decide where the arms are going to go. And then, do you have forward head posture here, or are you tucked in through the chin? Are the ears over the shoulders? So check in with your posture all the way up. All right, and then if we wanted to train the inner ear, let's move our head around. So if you're up for the challenge, we'll try to look all the way up, tip your head back, and look all the way down. And if that went over well, maybe you want to turn your head to the right and turn your head all the way to the left. Ooh, that's tricky. Okay, and wherever you are here, our right knee is going to rotate forward and then step back to high lunge. Land on the ball of the right foot, hands on hips, tuck your bum under. Tailbone tucks under, squeeze the right glute, big sweep through the arms. If that's tight, stay here. If you want more, grab opposite elbows, pull those upper arms back and open the ribs. And breathe. As we go to open a triangle, your front foot doesn't move, your right foot and hip open. From this triangle position, you're bending your back leg, hands come to the right thigh, lift your left toes up in the air. You could stay right here, focused on the left leg stretch, or maybe you want to rotate, grab your block if you want to have it. Your right arm goes out and up for this twist. Big breath there. Okay, coming out of the twist, coming back to where we were, and starting to find warrior two, bend your left knee. You might need to wiggle your feet wider here so that this knee stacks over the ankle. And then drive that left big toe into the ground so you can see that arch pop up. We're going to internally rotate our back arm, our right arm. And when you're ready, reverse it. So take an inhale, sweep your left arm all the way up and back. And an exhale, your left elbow to your left thigh, side angle. Turn your head towards the ceiling. Can you look back over that shoulder? Both hands to the ground, you're going to find lizard. This left foot wiggles wider and turns out on an angle, your knees tracking with your toes. You could drop onto your block and stay here, hang your head, take a moment. Or you could carefully turn to your side. I'm turning my left foot to the side. My knees tracking, and I'm on the outer side of my right leg. Nice big breath. Okay, nice work everybody. Undo that carefully, step your leg back, you're coming to your table. And from our table, we'll get down onto our elbows and find our sinks. Giving yourself a moment here on your stomach, finding the perfect spot for the elbows, maybe more forward. Okay, and then looking at your neck. So if you're kind of stuck here in your shoulders, can you push your elbows into the ground, get a nice long neck, slide your shoulder blades down your back, and feel like your chest is being pulled forward. That feels like such a deep stretch in your body. You just want to close your eyes and breathe with this, please do. If you want to add bending your knees here, then I want you to bend one knee, straighten that leg, and bend the other one. Okay, and notice if your hips are popping up off the ground as you bend the knee. You're trying to not let anything move through the hips. You want the hips pushing down, hip flexors down, as you bend the knee. Alternate. And then, as you do this, you're going to get ready to cross your forearms, extend both legs straight, tuck your chin right into your chest, and let your head roll from side to side. So trying to get a stretch through your neck, relax your shoulders here, and do those slow head rolls from side to side. Okay, and then let your whole chest come down with your arms kicked out to the sides. We're going to do our big chest opener. So with your arms kicked out to the sides here, this left arm is going to be slightly higher than shoulder height. So here, not here, here, slightly higher. Roll on the left arm, roll on the left side. Let's see if you can put your left ear down as you step your right foot back, and then take a moment here. This is a tight spot. Across the chest, front of the shoulder, down the arm. Okay, roll across your tummy. Same thing on the right side. Check the arm, it's at the side, a little higher than shoulder height. Roll on that right side, step your left foot back. Same thing here. It's like you're trying to put your right armpit down, and then maybe the right ear can touch down. Close your eyes and relax here. Okay, nice. And then with that big, beautiful stretch across your chest, when you come on your tummy, can you put your fists together in your lower back? So you're going to make fists, internally rotate the arms, and then see if you can push your knuckles together in your lower back. Your elbows, I want you to rest your chest down and chin down. See if you can touch your elbows down to the mat, and then big inhale, lift your chest up and pick your elbows up. So it looks like this. I drop down and touch my upper arm down to the floor, and then big inhale, lift my arms up. Repeat a few of these with me. Keep the tops of the feet on the floor though. So we're not lifting our legs up and down and squeezing our glutes a lot. We're really trying to feel the low back, and we're really trying to mobilize the shoulders at the same time. One more time, chest up, elbows up. And then belly down, chest down. Can you interlace the fingers here? Try interlacing your hands. Seeing if you can straighten your arms and maybe lift those arms off of the back. So big, big stretch here. Option to stay belly down on the floor, just stretching the arms, or option to pick the whole body up off the ground. So we'll go both legs and chest and arms, that big full lift. Nice big breath. This is a tricky one, do your best. And then letting it go and coming down. Okay, take a moment as you drop down. Nice big breath. And then let's just slide the hands along our sides here and push ourselves off of the floor. Take your child's pose. Maybe knees together for this one. Nice rounded back. In your child's pose, maybe if you want to, walk your hands off to one side of the mat. So walking to the left. And then walking the hands over to the right. Good, and then we will come to our seated position. Swinging your legs around. We are here. Okay, and then as soon as you're in that seated position, let's just activate a little bit through the thighs. So point your right foot down, like as though you're trying to touch your right big toe to the ground. Point down, squeeze the right thigh, and then pick that leg up and just hold it here. So let's just see how we do with that hold. Oh, I'm just gonna take a huge dog. Good, and then the right leg's gonna go down. Pull those right toes up towards the ceiling. Left toes, point down. You're trying to reach the floor, touch the floor, squeeze foot muscles, squeeze quad. Pick up that leg, squeeze into the hip, hold, and breathe, and breathe. You're sitting tall. And bring it down. Both arms, big reach to the sky, and a forward fold. Come over your legs. And wherever your hands land, great. If you are at your feet, option to pull those toes back towards you, or option to push those toes down towards the floor, if you're reaching them. Relax your head, relax your back. Okay, bend your left knee. Take your left foot to your right inner thigh. So you're in this seated, left knee bent position. And take a twist to the left. Your right hand holds the left knee. Left arm's behind you. Sit up tall, breathe in. And exhale, turn your head, look back. Good, and then undo that twist. And as you do that, let's internally rotate our left leg and bring it behind us so it looks like it's in that 90-degree angle behind us. And this is where now we bend our right knee and we find ourselves in our seated 90-90, okay? We're gonna move over the front leg first. See if you can settle over your front leg. And wherever you feel the stretch in your front hip, you're good there. If you feel like you wanna drop down a little further, allow your head and your chest to drop down. And breathe. Okay, nice big breath in. Start to sit up a little bit. Look back over your shoulder. With that ankle in line with the knee, pick up that shin a few times. See if you can bring that up and down. Notice what's happening in the left hip. If you got a cramp, I'm so sorry. I just saw a cramp. I see 2 cramps. I'm so sorry. So good for you though. Come on back. Get back here. Okay, once you've done a few lifts, you've tested your strength, sit back in the left hip. Put the weight in the left hip. Can we get the left sitting bone on the floor? Nice. Bring that left leg forward. Both legs are gonna go forward. We'll do that on the other side. We'll start with bend the right knee, put the bottom of the right foot into that left inner thigh. We're gonna sit tall, get ready to twist. So our left hand comes to the right knee. You're up tall, chin tucked in, big breath in. Right arm behind you, nice seated twist. Look back, breathe. Turn your head, feel your neck, feel your ribs. Breathe with it. Okay, undo your twist. Now internally rotate your right leg, bring it behind you. Always push to my mat a bit so that my back, knee, and ankle are still padded. And now you're bending your left knee. Let's come heavy over the left shin. Take a moment in the left hip. You can relax your head to the floor or maybe to your block, whatever it is. Just try to soften here for a moment and connect to your left hip. Okay, we sit up a bit, not too high, because if we sit up really high, it's harder to lift up this right shin. Look over your right shoulder. Can you pick up the shin and the ankle? Keep the ankle directly in line with the knee. Remember, if the heel pulls into the bum, you might be using your hamstrings instead of your internal hip rotators. Keep picking that shin up and down. Hold it, control the lowering, feel the muscles. Love it, love it. This is so good for you. And then once we flexed and we're so strong, now sit your weight back. Can you drop your right sitting bone and glute towards the ground? Maybe prop up on your hands a little bit, close your eyes, take a nice breath. But be in your right hip right now. And maybe add a little movement to settle in there. Okay, that is done. Nice job. Swing your legs forward. We're gonna do our windshield wiper hip, but seated. So before we come down to our back, feet are wide apart. Windshield wiper these hips here. Let's just see how we're doing with that internal and external hip rotation. We are already running out of time here. I don't know why these classes go by so fast, but they do. So let's make our way down on our back. Let's do the pencil long line to start. So you will be legs straight, and then those arms right over your head straight. So let's be here. Maybe take out your ponytail if you've got one. And let's just see how your body connects to the ground here. Straighten your elbows, try your best. Try to push your forearms down, try to tuck your chin in, rib cage down, toes point down. Take some deep, deep breaths here. If this just feels really tight, just stay, just breathe. If you feel pretty comfortable and you think you can lift a straight line bridge, then your heels push into the ground and your bum lifts up off the floor here, and then we hold that. So I've got my hips off the ground. Don't bend your knees to do it. It's a straight line bridge. Engage the back of the body. Squeeze the low back muscles. And then slowly lower your bum down. Good job. Bend your left knee. Pull your left thigh into your stomach. Give yourself a little squeeze here, and then take that leg across the body. Left arm's going to sweep out to the side. Turn your head and look out to the left. Good. Coming on your back, let that left leg go long again, and then hug your right leg in. Give yourself a squeeze to the stomach. The thigh compresses. And then you take that leg across, coming into the twist. Taking the right arm out to the side, maybe looking out to the side. Take a big breath here. Nice job. And then as you roll on your back, this time, give yourself a big hug with both legs in. And this might be where you wrap it up tonight. Maybe you feel done here. Rock and roll from side to side. If you want to take happy baby, we grab our feet. Okay, maybe you're able to work your knees down towards the floor on either side of you. Or if there's any other finishing positions you like, maybe you feel comfortable in your body lifting into a little bit of shoulder stand. But I don't want you to do this if you're not comfortable with this position, if you're worried at all about your neck. Basically, I want this last minute of class to just be you listening to your body, playing around a little bit, adding on if you want to. And then whenever you feel like landing where we started, we can do that. Kicking the arms out, kicking the legs out, taking up lots of space on the mat. And whenever you feel like you're done moving around, just spend a minute or two not moving. So just let yourself come back to where we started. Shut down those eyes. Just let that breath move through the body. And check in with how you're feeling, how the breath is moving.